it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. Up in magic, with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have?
Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Atlanta Falcons. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Now, Mike 50 Cent. 180. 180. We're good. We're good. 180. We're good.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for our Falcons. First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 41. Now Saquon Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Get that ball.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. On play action, they'll throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one up to about the 23.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 3rd down, Carson. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. This is Carson. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Carson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this 1st quarter of play. Back now in Atlanta's 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 22. Right back to him on 1st down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Saquon Barkley with his 16th touchdown of the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point put through by Boswell, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
On third down, Carson through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Chris Carson, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Barron. That wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Here we go. Here we go. 18 data. You ain't got nothing.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tyreek Hill hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's Carson. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down, Haskins. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Robbie Anderson, 27 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Haskins on third down. He's got his target. It's Cobb. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Looking to throw, Haskins. He'll check that down to Carson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it a second down. From midfield now, Haskins. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 29-yard line. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. That's complete to Cobb. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35 actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by